early morning jobs. The early morning rounds have started. Okay, section 3. We come now to a case which is more complex and may even appear to be paradoxical. It is taken from a passage in Rilke's correspondence. Contrary to the general thesis I set forth in the preceding chapter, for Rilke, storms are particularly aggressive in cities, where heaven's ire, too, is most clearly manifested. In the country, apparently, hurricanes are less hostile to us. From my point of view, this is a paradox of cosmic origin. I agree, Bachelard. We went to the cities for shelter from nature, and then the nature comes to us. But needless to say, the Rilke fragment is very fine, and it lends itself to interesting comment. Here is what Rilke wrote to his fair musician. Quote, "Do you know that when I am in a city, I am frightened by hurricanes at night? It is as though, in their elemental pride, they did not see us. But they do see a lonely house in the country. They take it in their powerful arms, and in that way they inure it. And when you are there, you would like to be out of doors, in the roaring garden, or at least stand at the window and applaud the infuriated old trees that twist and turn as though possessed by the spirits of prophets." Photographically speaking, these lines of Rilke seem to me to be a negative of the house, the reverse of the function of inhabiting. When the storm rages and lashes the trees in the shelter of the house, Rilke would like to be out of doors, not through any desire to enjoy the wind and rain, but in order to pursue his own reverie. So he shares, we feel, the anger reflex of the tree attacked by the anger of the wind. But he does not share the house's resistance. He puts his trust in the wisdom of the storm. The wisdom of the storm. In the clear vision of the lightning, and in all the elements which, even in their rage, see the abodes of men and agree to spare them. When he says the wisdom of the storm in this line, feels like the eye of the storm, how they call it, like the eye of a hurricane or of a tropical storm. But this negative of an image is nonetheless revealing, for it gives evidence of a dynamism in combat that is cosmic in its proportions. Rilke has furnished many proofs, to which we shall often refer, of his cognizance of the drama that attaches to the dwellings of men. At whatever dialectical pole the dreamer stands, whether in the house or in the universe, the dialectics become dynamic. I like that. House and space are not merely two juxtaposed elements of space. In the reign of the imagination, they awaken daydreams in each other that are opposed. Rilke is ready to concede that the old house is inured by its trials. The house capitalizes its victories over the hurricanes. I'll say it again. The house capitalizes its victories over the hurricanes. Capitalizes. Oof. And since, in all research concerning the imagination, we must leave the realm of facts behind, we know perfectly that we feel calmer and more confident when in the old home, in the house we were born in, that we do in the houses than we do in the houses on streets where we have only lived as transients. I don't know if I agree with Bachelard there. Not necessarily the house we were born in, but the house that we've made.